Let's make cute little page. I already fussy cut a fairy Christmas one. Let's find some background for her. Our fairy is coming from the Christmas Fairies book. I fussy cut it from here, but the background, I'm gonna try to find it either in the Whispers of Christmas or Christmas edition bits and bobs. Let's see what's in here. I think it's very good to have your fairy already cut, and you can just put her into places to see whether she's gonna match, whether she's gonna look good, how big she is or how small, how matchy it is, how it's going to look on your project. Is it good or you're looking for something else? I think this is one of the best ways. It's to actually have your focal point ready and then look for things that could go very, very well with your focal point. I have a feeling she could be super cute here with this house. Now this is a cute little picture because size-wise it's very interesting, but also a very good one for ATC size. You could easily match it up to your ATC size, cut it in half, divide that and have for two ATC projects. I'm trying to fussy cut as near as possible, but honestly, if there is any extra little white space left, that's okay too, you know. You can always add a little bit of color, and that's probably what we're gonna do on this side. Maybe we're gonna have a little bit of green playing in the background. I will see. Maybe this leaf we're gonna leave, and then a little bit of snow here. That's super, super cute. There we go. My idea is to have them here together. Now maybe I'm gonna just do this as well. Maybe we will bring some white on the bottom, but also I was thinking maybe there is one or two things. Oh, we could do this like that. Or maybe there is one or two things that I could add here on the bottom, and maybe we can look for it in the Bits and Bobs book. Instead of looking through Bits and Bobs book, I decided to use my old book page from my old dictionary. Now you're gonna say, dictionary, Marta? How can you do that? Honestly, guys, I haven't used it for ages, and to be honest, these days nobody's using paper dictionary. I don't think anybody will be using it. It's so much faster, much convenient to use mobile phone, laptop, anything, tablet. And instead of throwing it, I said, you know, because I just had it out from my shelving, I just had it like to go. But I actually felt upset when I thought of putting this to bin. So I figured, you know what, they're just dictionary. I'm not gonna read it because it's really the way, as I always see pages like that, it's more for creating background interest, not necessarily what's written, and a lot of these elements are going to be covered anyway. So I figured I'm gonna just have a little bit of background play here, and I thought to use a stencil as well, but the only thing is that maybe possibly I'm gonna jump in with a little bit of that as well. Look. Or is it to actually opposite? Probably would make more sense to have it opposite like this. But question is, do we at all need it? Because maybe for a change we're gonna just have it as this, and I'm gonna just run it with just clear gesso to start with, and then a paint. How is that? I think that's what I'm gonna do. Have a little bit of play with clear gesso. Prime it a little bit. I wish for, like, I love this page. I created this for the Instagram, and it's super easy, simple page. So I figured we can just redo something. It's never redo as in the same, but in the same idea where it's simple, it's fast, and it's doable. I'm gonna use this color, which is different than my favorite Dantel, and I will just jump in a little bit with paint around, and I think it's kind of plain enough, and it's in the pinky shades, I agree, which Dantel is more into vintagey beigey color, but I think maybe we can just do a mix of both a little bit, so to basically have a tiny play with the paint and the old book page and a little bit of water because it's hard to move this. Now that's much better now. There we go. They dry very fast, like we're talking extremely fast. I wish also for a little bit of inking on the side, so we're gonna do that. So we have the interest right now with the paint, with the old book page, and there we go. Now a lot of people saying, Marta, how your pages are staying in place. They are not, guys. You can tell, you can see easy that my pages also crumble under my paints, but I just don't worry about it as per se, because I just will straighten it later on or something like that. So I just don't worry about it. Now I'm gonna grab a little bit of white as well, this time white, just so I don't think I have any white. I don't think I have any white. I'm looking for wet tissue right now. I don't think I have any white paint here in front of me, so I'm just gonna use white gesso, which should be just fine. And white gesso in the middle will be nice because it will help me to bring my dolly and elements more back to life. Now I feel that maybe it's a bit too much. That's okay, because I don't want to get rid of the text either, the full text. I wish some text to be see-through, so wet tissue, it's great because you can just remove things if you change your mind in any way. And also I don't mind this being a bit darker on this side and make it more contrasty here. Same for this color dentelle on this side. I love that. Now I wish for some, actually for some gray color. How about this one or this one? Maybe let's try a little bit of that. Oh, that's more like purple-ish gray, but I'm gonna just chance it. A little bit of contrast with the paints on the edges. Can you tell that it's really the edges that I'm focusing right now? There we go. It's a beautiful mix of shades right now. Super lovely. I love it. Totally my cup of tea. Now a little bit of white would be nice, so I'm grabbing that white, but I'm very gentle. Okay, since our project is Christmassy colors, red and green, I think it would be nice to have a little bit of ooh a little bit of green touch, except this is like a lot, so let's just get this one here. Oh, how pretty is this? Oops, how pretty is this? Now just a little bit in places. Let's see. Ooh-wee, I love this. Beautiful. Now apart from that, I think a little bit of brown vintage walnut with it would be actually fantastic. So let's have this vintage vibe going on top of that green as well. There we go. And now you can see as well how much of our white is coming through right now. There we go. Oh, this is so gorgeous. The question is, what else we will add here? I just added glue into both of our elements, and let's try to glue them down. What I like about having Pritt Stick in hand is that you can still move it around. If you feel like you wish to move around some elements and you're not fully happy with things, you can just change your mind a little bit, and I think I like that about it. Look, it's delicate and it's so much easier. And if you feel like, oh, it's a little bit not enough glue, then when it's in the place that you desire and you like and you're sure of it, you can either use gel medium on or underneath it, or better glue stick, or whichever. I'm happy with this because I can still move it a little bit, and I honestly don't feel like, oh, it has to be glued down like 100%. It's okay, it's fine. Oh, a little bit of a color coming off because everything is, of course, everything is a little bit, oopsie, a little bit water based, so everything is moving. I wanted to do a little bit of that stenciling, but I'm looking at it right now and I'm not 100% sure I will do that. I don't know if this is a good choice, but if we're not gonna fussy cut it, we're not gonna find out. One tip when you fussy cut like a 4, obviously it's not doable to do the hairy thing, but you can move it around a little bit to make the fluffy bits and pieces more fluffy, if you will. Not cut like straight line. No, just try to be more move it around a bit more when it comes to 4. You see, it's like a little tiny zigzaggy feel, which I think makes it more natural as well, more real when you fussy cut it. So I suggest you to try it if possible. Of course, I understand that fussy cutting is not for everyone, but if you're trying it, I would suggest you, especially for animals or fluffy hats or hair, try to be a little less straight in your cutting. Look at this, I love it. From Whispers of Christmas, I fussy cut this title. I'm gonna make it shorter and I think it's going to look very nice here. So I'm gonna make it smaller, shorter, just to make sure that it's very much fitting in that space. And also we're gonna do splashes, of course, because the splashes is going to be perfect addition of snow, especially that she already has some snow on her dress. There we go. So here is our Merry Christmas. I think it's nice, no? Or here. Oh, I love it here as well. Merry Christmas. It could be easily here because it's probably less in your face or something. Yes. Merry Christmas. And even here it's nice. And how about we're gonna do a little bit of something hanging here. Changes, little changes. From Merry Christmas, darker title. I don't know, I just felt like, voila, I'm gonna make a pop with this and also add a little bow and a little hanging bubbly thing, and I'm gonna draw a little line in here, and then we're gonna do splashes. Let's do glue ink. I think that pop of red is really nice, and we're gonna do it in the middle like on the card. Best wishes. There we go. And same for those little elements from Bits and Bobs. Super cute. I'm gonna measure it now where this should be and hang. Maybe slightly higher so that it's kind of here. There we go. And maybe a little line. There we go. Oh, this is so very cute. Usually what would happen, I would go around the images with some darker shades, but this time I decided to jump in and check all my white shades of pencil, and I think highlighting a little bit with the white could be really nice. I don't know, it just felt like not making it dark, but actually bringing this more with the white. And then once this is done and all the highlights, I will just do a little bit of splashes for the snow. I like the whiteness of it because it's giving us a little bit of like a feel of it stands out from the page as well. Oops, but it's giving us this kind of light or something. Not every one of these worked. I've tried few. Maybe I'm gonna try this as well and see. So far I think the best is Derwent Inktense, the white color actually. You could use maybe possibly marker as well, just to see. I think I would love to explore drawing, coloring a little bit more using pencils in general, just to see if this is something I haven't explored enough, and I certainly didn't. So coloring with the pencils right now and make this pop. I like that idea. I like that, especially that the background is dreamy and beautiful, but it is a little bit darkish. And now we're gonna build back better contrast. And if you feel like you wish to add even more on the side, like for example, even more of the brown, like here, there we go, and make this even more, you know, kind of standing out more vintagey, why not? I do love it. I do love it. Have I missed a little bit of green? Maybe a tiny green touches. Imagine just tiny touches of green. Oh, that is so cute. Such a cute little page, I think. There we go. Let's put this aside. And I think as well, if you're not too sure about the whiteness of it, you could probably just jump in with, imagine, with a little bit of a marker as well, just to make this stand out even more. This one is Karin Pigment Deco Brush marker, and it's like a pure pigment in it. Oh, that's nice because it's highlighting much faster. And it isn't as white. It is white, but it is excuse me, it isn't as, it's not like a Posca, you know, it's just much more gentle in the white. But I think if we would jump in more, it would be more white. I like the pointy tip. Oh, I do love it. I do love highlighting this. It's nearly like washing off a little bit of those inks around and stuff. It's very much so, I think very much it's a feeling of maybe of a snow a little bit as well, somehow. Am I right? Possibly I'm also destroying this marker in a way. I hope not. I hope it's going to be retrievable. Let me see if I have, I do love actually how it's turning to be. I wonder if we can do a little bit of highlight on her hair. Oh, how cute. A little bit of on her hat. We could have a little bit of those things. We probably could have a little bit of shine as well, with some shiny silver additions. How pretty is that? She is doty. She's one of my favorites. Well, hard to say because I have a lot of favorites in those books, to not say all of them are my absolute favorites, to be honest. Highlight a little bit here. That is so cute. Love it. Love, love, love it. Our puppy and his hat, just a tiny bit, a little bit of that shelving to be popped in. Beautiful. This is so gorgeous. Now, time to cover up her face, I think, the puppy as well, and maybe the wishes, and then the rest we can easily jump in for white splashes. It's going to be a lot, I think. Okay, now we've got some, and let's go. Perfect. I'm using it's called a calligraphy ink, a white one. I'm using Winsor & Newton white calligraphy ink. I love that ink. I love using this for my splashes. Have been using it for the last very long time, like months and weeks and weeks and months, if not years, to be honest. I love that it's ready-made, gorgeous white, perfect white, that isn't that it's very white. Probably that's what I'm trying to say. It is very white, and this is why I love it so much. I honestly wish for this whole composition to be super extremely snowy. So I'm generous with those splashes. Let's see. Aww. My beautiful friends, as always, a pleasure to be in your homes. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little cute page. Super easy, simple, and made it in no time, really. Something for yourself to enjoy, to have a little bit of time with your books. I hope you like that. A little bit of fussy cutting, inking, and the background is ready. Add your favorites, and here we have. Have a beautiful, wonderful Christmas season, my friends, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye for now. Bye bye.